Hi guys, welcome back to Experience Life with Eliza. I am out with the nature today. Decided to take a walk, kind of de-stress, reset my mind because I really need it. And I have today a special guest.
Hi, I'm Alika.
This is my little sister. She's 15 and we're gonna take a hike together. And so come join us on this journey. Then you come back home.
Okay, my bladder.
Malika got a little boo-boo. Good thing I brought a first aid kit. She got her bladder. Her bladder on the tree. Whoa. So we decided to do a little Q&A. Fun Q&A to kind of get to know each other a little better and bond. I guess we could start with some of your questions first. Start with the category of general fun. So like random questions.
If you could instantly master any skill or talent, what would it be?
Probably running. I think that would be really cool because I want to build like an endurance with cardio and get better at it and not get tired so easily. I guess this is like kind of what hiking is about, so I can get used to that. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be called and what would people do?
Well, I don't know if it will like count as a holiday, but like, isn't there like already like a day of kindness, like National Kindness Day or something?
I actually don't know, but would you create one if there wasn't?
Yeah, like a holiday that like where people like there's like one designated day because sometimes people forget to like donate. It doesn't like really cross their minds. It's like one designated day to kind of be kind to people and like I don't know.
That's a great idea.
Would you rather time travel to the past or the future and why?
So what kind of past? Would it be like my past? Or like I can go back and see like what mom was like and dad
You
was
can
like?
go back and see.
I would go back to the past then because I want to see what like life was like for them. If you had $1 million, what would you buy first?
I'd buy a beach house. Wait,
Of all the things you can choose from, why would you choose a beach house?
Because the beach brings me peace and like I'd get like a big one for the whole family to share.
That would be so nice.
If you won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first thing you'd buy? So
oh my gosh.
That's the one you asked.
The first thing I would buy, like I would actually go out and buy after I paid all my bills and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably a music studio.
That's a good answer.
Thanks. Yeah, I love music. What would your dream house look like?
Like my dream house?
Yeah, dream. Absolute dream house.
Like inside or like surroundings also?
A little bit of both. Give us some details.
So my dream.
Let us picture it.
My dream house would look pretty big, not too big, but pretty big to fit my family. Oh, what is that?
So do you want just your family to live with you? Do you want your sisters, your brother to live with you? Like, do you want everybody to live with you? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Be specific.
So with my family in my house. Okay.
So the family you start.
Yes.
You create. Okay.
And I would want it to be on like some kind of like not like a mountain but maybe like some kind of hill so you could see outside like in the windows. I also want a lot of windows so you could see like outside in the windows, like you have a really nice view of like I don't know, wherever I live.
Okay. Of like the plains and the land.
Yeah. For myself, I want a huge closet, and in the kitchen the number one thing I want is for the sink to have a huge window facing like the outside.
Okay.
Like when you're washing the dishes, you can see everything outside.
Yes.
Of the huge window.
That's such
I want that. And then,
So beautiful.
as my neighbors, I want my family.
I like that. Okay. Do you want it like to be a big house, or you want it to be like just big enough for your family?
I want it to be a pretty big house.
Okay.
Like, it depends what I would want in that time. What I would want for my kids.
So the answer is subject to change.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna move on to the next section. It's called siblings and our relationships with each other. What would you say is your favorite thing about having siblings?
I can be myself around them. Oh, that's my favorite thing.
That's actually so sweet.
Have I ever surprised you by doing something unexpected?
Oh, I think many times, yes. Well, I think like in general, your maturity level often surprises me. But I think that's because you have two older sisters and you grew up with us, so that could be it. But yeah, in general, like let's say when she was 11 and 12, she was really mature for her age. And you wouldn't, by the way that she would talk and handle herself, you wouldn't think that she was like an 11-year-old. So, right, that was the question. Like, what surprises me? Yeah. How do you think you're similar or different from me?
Similar or different, or similar and different?
Similar and different.
We're similar because we're both goofy. Different. Oh,
Lika. Oh god, that's it. We both need a really shower, girl.
Different. Can't think of anything. What would you say?
I mean, I think we're different in many ways. Well, when I was your age, I was really depressed. You're not. I'm okay now, but I don't know. No.
I'm okay now.
Well, you're super sassy. Like, we're both very goofy, but you're like super sassy. You have to have things go your way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could like let it go.
I mean, I can let it go.
I mean, I think you can, but I don't know, maybe it's like the age or something, but you're allowed to be. Like you have an excuse.
Okay.
Okay.
What's something you've always wanted to tell me but never have?
I feel like I have said this before, but I want to reiterate it again. It's a little serious.
Okay.
Okay. But not in a bad way, just because so like I'm an older What did you just whisper? I want to say I'm sorry because when I was your age and you were like really young, like I'm 10 years older than her, about 9-10 years older, and I kind of like helped take care of her and help my mom with raising her, and so for a long time I kind of felt like a second mom instead of an older sister.
Sorry for what?
Okay, because sometimes I acted like a mom instead of an older sister.
Both of you guys do that.
I know, but still, like I feel like sometimes it was too much. Like I focused more on disciplining instead of being there for you.
What?
Especially when I was like younger and your age, I lacked that patience with you. When like you would be weird and loud, I would tell you stop. You know, like stuff like that, for instance. But now I'm like older and I'm like, no, don't stop. Like you should be yourself. You should embrace yourself. But again, that came with a lot of healing. But still, if I ever made you feel like you couldn't be yourself, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I love you.
No, I never stopped me. You told me to stop. I didn't stop.
Good. See, she's true to herself. What do you admire most about your parents?
They're very hardworking.
That's very true.
Do you think we've gotten closer or more different as we've grown up?
I think closer. The older you got, I feel like the more I can talk to you about things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're younger, you can't share things with your little siblings. You want to protect their innocence, and still in a certain way now too. But now we can actually really talk about things in life, get into deep conversations that we haven't when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
So our next category is going to be family and childhood. If our family had a superhero team, what would our powers be?
Okay.
Think of like the Incredibles, right?
Something like Mom would be Flash because she always likes to get like a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time.
Okay.
You could think and you'd produce music.
Okay, but
that's your superpower.
That's my superpower. Yeah. Okay.
You don't even have to put it on the laptop. You just think and then it like transfers.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, then what's that thing?
Like be able to like
to
move it. Oh, to move. I forgot what it was.
Is that telekinesis?
To move things?
Yeah, like you think of it.
And you would move it? Why would you give her that superpower? Okay, so would you say like because let's say Botox fillers, like if she wants to move something, she could just do it by thinking?
She doesn't need an assistant.
Okay. So just kind of move things with her fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
shapeshift.
And then like what if she like forgets how to do it? She can pull out her book with her mind and flip to the page where
okay, that's what she Okay.
Oh my god, this is hard.
It is hard, but it makes you think. Let's see how well you know your family.
Elam can teleport, so he can get faster from like the fields, like where it is.
Ooh, that's cool. Because Elon plays soccer. And he's our
He
little
can-
brother, by the way.
Papa would be either super strength, because he lifts a lot of TVs, or like X-ray, and like be able to see what's wrong with the TV.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. So
But, like I feel like he already
have like
knows
this kind of vision where he can just like look at a TV and already know what's wrong with it without having to inspect it.
Yeah.
That's a cool superpower. He fixes TVs, so.
And then
really
he can order the pieces from his mind.
Oh, okay. Everybody's using their mind. So this is a family full of mind powers. I like it. But now you have to give yourself one.
I would be able to fly.
Okay, why?
Because I always wanted to fly. When I was little, I took one of Papa's cardboard boxes and I made wings with it. It didn't work.
I think I did that too when I was a kid. I also always wanted to fly. I guess like traveling from one place to another without having to try so hard. And also flying makes you feel free, right?
Or I would be able to know every language in the world.
That's a great one. So you can communicate with everybody. I love that.
Even with animals.
I love that.
If you could relive one day from your childhood, what would it be?
Well, I had a lot of good memories, but I think some of the best ones I have had were the ones where we would go out in nature with family and like go hiking or not even hiking. Sometimes we would have a barbecue out in the woods. If I could go back, I would definitely go back to one of those days. What's your favorite family tradition?
The way we throw parties.
Yeah, that could also be.
Okay, that one.
So
Because I like seeing everyone. Yeah.
Like seeing everyone, like having barbecues and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay. And probably like, would you say? Ooh,
Is it a moth?
no, it was a butterfly.
Did you ever sneak out or break the rules without getting caught?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when.
Oh god. I think this was when I was like 16 or 17. And this was with Nela. We like snuck out her window with her friends like really late at night. It was like 12 a.m.
Why didn't you just go out the front door?
Because we wanted to be, I don't know, we just wanted to do that. You know?
I did that before in my old room.
We wanted to do that. What? Girl, you're 15 and I'm missing something.
No, like late. I just like didn't want to use. It was literally midday. Papa was making a barbecue. I was with Ileana, and we were like, but
you just wanted to get like that feeling.
And we had like a picnic on the front lawn. We snuck out of my window.
Oh, it's cute. Okay, but yeah, so it was like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and Nella and I just snuck out and went and hung out with her friends, and we went to our elementary school. And we hung out there in the park. We didn't do anything like that crazy. We were just hanging out, but we snuck out when our parents told us we can't. Like past curfew.
You can't?
Yeah, and we took Dad's car.
What's that?
That was one. That's just one thing. There's a few other things, but I'll tell you that a little later. Maybe not on camera. What is something you wish grown-ups understood better?
How much work school gives us. Like, what were we talking about yesterday?
Like homework and assignments and finals, right? He
was like, you have finals in 9th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and like no one understands, like their generation doesn't understand how much work we actually get now. Like I'm sure it has changed. They did not get as much work we do now.
Honestly, I agree with you. I don't think that they had as much work as we do, especially because like I went to a private school, my sister goes to the same private school, and for us they definitely they don't show mercy. They give you a lot of homework.
Yeah, even in public schools, like my cousin showed me her study guide the other day, and it was literally so thick. It wasn't even her study guide. She had to make her own study guide, and it was like this thick of a packet. Like that's
and they're in high school. It's just it can be a lot. And would you say like you stay up at night sometimes, like way past your bedtime?
Yeah. What's a childhood toy, game, or show you loved that no one remembers?
Since I was a kid, I've liked video games. And like one of my first video game consoles back then was this like console called VTech, and I just like absolutely loved it. It was so fun. It was very, very kid friendly, and probably nobody even remembers what that is, but it was a lot of fun. And it had like Mickey Mouse games on it and stuff, and like these really unique games where you actually like learn something. Like they would teach you the alphabet and stuff. Our next category is personal and interesting, so we're gonna get a little deeper into the questions. If school was optional, what would you do all day instead?
Like high school?
High school, yeah, whenever.
Then how would people...
If school was optional, what would you choose to do all day instead?
I'd work for most of the day, get money.
But like if you got to choose anything, like you still get to live with your parents, but you got to do something else.
I'm a little confused.
You get to choose. You want to choose to work? Where would you work? Right. If you want to work, where would you want to work?
I don't know.
Think outside of the box. You don't have to think like.
So
serious.
nobody goes to school and the college? No one goes
Just
to
you.
school?
If you had the option in another universe,
And you're not going to school either?
for you, it's just for you.
So I'm alone?
No,
Wait,
girl,
are you
you
going to
just-
school?
I think you're overthinking the question a
I
little
want to
bit.
know so then I can answer the question. Are you going to school?
I would want to go for some education, but school is optional, so you don't have to go if you don't want to. You know how like there's like the song out there. I don't want to go to school.
There's no song.
Yes, there is. I don't want to go to school.
So basically, I would either like do something fun.
Okay, but what would be fun? Like, what would you do all day instead? Like, lay on the beach? You know, like,
Oh,
you
if we have a beach.
you can do anything.
Okay, I'd be on
That's
the
what
beach.
you get
What?
to. Yeah, you get to.
I'd
think
be on
outside
the beach.
box.
I'd be on the beach. I'd learn how to surf.
Oh, see, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know you meant like anywhere. You could
yeah,
go
anything,
anywhere.
anything.
Okay, I'd be on the beach. I'll learn how to surf. I'll go take a plane ride, first class, somewhere. What's something people often misunderstand about you?
I think people don't understand how like I'm both introverted and extroverted at the same time. I like my alone time. I really do, and I like to do a lot of introspection, but I also do enjoy being around other people, but like at a certain point it's like, nah, I want to go
Same.
home. I want to be alone.
Same.
Not because I want to be lonely, but because I'm just like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like my energy depletes and people just don't
No
really
social battery.
yeah, like no social battery. Like,
Same.
people don't really understand that.
Yeah.
And boundaries. A lot of
Mhm.
people don't understand boundaries.
Can you hear the waterfall?
I want you to like let go of all of your self-doubt and judgment and whatever. What is it that you consider yourself to be really good at?
So I don't know if this counts, but I know when like what I'm doing is wrong and I shouldn't be doing it, and like it's not benefiting me. I don't know if it's like
That is
if
good.
that counts.
So it's like you would you say you have
Like I'm self-aware, I guess.
that's really good. Yeah. So you have a really good sense of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a skill?
Yeah. That can be, I think. Not everybody has that. Some people lack common sense. So, you know, no, I'm serious, but like self-awareness
know.
is a huge, yeah, you know.
No offense.
Yeah, no offense, people. We all got a lot to learn still, so it's okay.
What scares you the most about the future, and what excites you?
I think I get too much in my head often, and that's kind of like what ends up scaring me is when I think too much about the future and about my future not working out. But in the end of the day, I know that's not a possibility. Like I'm still taking the steps, and I know I'm gonna be eventually successful and everything. So I'm just really excited to reach a point where I can be self-sufficient, provide for myself. And although I really, really love my parents, don't get me wrong, and I appreciate how much they've done for me and provided for me, I cannot wait to live on my own and be self-sufficient in that way. That's what I'm really excited for. I'm scared, but I think I'm actually more excited than I am scared. And it's something I'm still working on to this day, to keep that positive attitude and keep like looking forward instead of being scared of it, right? Because I don't want it to hold me back. I don't want my fears to hold me back. I have one more question for you. Since this is your first YouTube video, if you had your own YouTube channel, what would it be about?
About I don't know, random stuff that I feel like doing
Okay.
every day.
Okay, so you're talking to the audience right now. What would your YouTube channel be about? How would you introduce it to them?
Vlogs, an activity I'm doing.
For entertainment purposes, just like kind of how you live your everyday life.
Mhm.
Okay, and whoever's interested will watch, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Bro, the camera does not capture the scenery. It's so beautiful.
Can you please cut that out, Lisa? What's something you're really proud of but don't talk about often?
I'm really proud of the way I have overcome hardships and obstacles in my life. Because there was a point where I never thought I'd be able to do that, and I really limited myself. And then when I got through them, I just like almost couldn't believe that I was able to do that, like that I did that. I really endured a lot of like mental challenges, and I'm only 24, but there were a lot of things that I had to go through. But I did it, and I'm genuinely like really proud of myself for that. So, and I think in a way I can be stronger for you and Elon in that sense, and help you guys and guide you through moments like that too. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Thanks. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us
So now we're
today.
gonna go eat ramen and
Yeah.
mukbang.
No, this is not a mukbang channel. False advertisement. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was so fun. I love spending time with Alika. It's nice to be out in nature and just like forget about all the noise and stuff. Thanks again for tuning in. And until next time, this girl is driving me nuts. I love her.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Let's go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.